We don't know what a tailor is. Most of the people we have in Nigeria making clothes are garment makers, dress makers. The English word for what they are doing is dressmaking.
Today on the show, we're talking about affordable fashion and COVID-19. How's your routine like? When you're not at the hospital, you're probably designing?
Most of the time I'm in the hospital actually, because being a doctor is very demanding. That's the truth. But at my free times, I usually I have the schedule even till now. Even if work is not going on as much, we still have a schedule which we work with. I'm very keen at that.
What's the difference between a tailor and a fashion designer?
A fashion designer is someone who creates fashion, and a fashion designer is not just someone who creates clothes. Fashion is anything that is popular at a given time, generally accepted by a bunch of people in a place at a given time. So proper education is very limited. A lot of people call garment making schools fashion schools, where they teach you how to just make clothes. That's not being a designer. A designer generates ideas. Design schools are nothing less than 3 to 5 years.
But why don't you respect that profession in Nigeria?
We don't know what a tailor is. Most of the people we have in Nigeria making clothes are garment makers, dress makers. The English word for what they are doing is dressmaking.
Wow.
They are not tailors or designers. Now, Mayatafo has become a tailor because he has gone to study tailoring from Sills Road in England. So we have Tailor Gabriel, he's a tailor. Those are people that understand the cut they make and how to produce menswear. Oswald Boateng will say, I'm a proud tailor. He won't say I'm a designer, but because he has a huge brand, successful, and he actually generates unique ideas, he can call himself a designer. So you can be a designer and a tailor.
How affordable is it to be fashionable in Nigeria?
People don't need to break the bank to actually look good. It's good if you actually wear something expensive. I'm not saying that you can't wear something expensive. It's very good, it's classy and all, but at the same time you don't need to. So you just need to go for something that you can afford. Especially we Nigerians right now, that our economy is going because of the corona and all of that. So just go for something that you can afford that also fits you and your style. I'm
not sure a fashion show makes as much noise as a music concert.
So it's how the fashion industry has been structured for birthing of new ideas. I'm sure going forward from 2020, there will be a shift, because right now, for the first time in 100 years, we didn't have autumn, winter. We're not going to have resort. We might not have spring, summer. I mean, shows. So people are looking for other ways to present their things. So that was the way for designers in a location to come together and, at a particular time, the whole environment or people can look in and say, okay, this is what the designers have created for us this season. That's what Fashion Week is.
Events are not happening now. What should designers do?
People are coming up with ingenious ideas. People are coming up with virtual runways. In terms of marketing, people are going to come up with other ideas to market and showcase their brand. So for models or people who actually want to sell themselves, they should make good use of social media. For example, Instagram. So as a model, if you want to sell yourself, you should actually engage your audience in putting out content like that, because that's the only way designers or whoever that would like to work with you can see your capability, bringing out content that can actually help to sell my brand. So which is what I would advise any model to do.
People who steal other people's design,
I think it's lack of knowledge. And then also just wanting to have one up, it's just the thing where you don't work and you just want to leverage on what you haven't put out there. Some people, they don't know that what they're doing is wrong. So there's nothing new, but you can extend yourself because God made us like that.
Let's talk about sexual harassment.
I can't say that it doesn't happen at all, because it not just in the industry, it happens everywhere. With our generation, people expect you to do something first for you to get something. So it might as well be happening in the industry, especially we getting jobs.
How do you pick those that work with you as regards models?
It depends on what I'm trying to sell. What's the campaign about? What's the look and feel of what I'm going for? I do drapery a lot, and then when I'm draping, I celebrate the woman's curves. So if I want to put a model on the runway with that, even you have to have body. When I mean body, maybe boobs, bum. You must have what women have, and so that when women see it, they can relate to it, when the people that are going to wear it. And then let's say you are not really shapy and you want to wear that dress. Not everyone is shapy, but people in their minds, if you are the kind of person that can translate what I'm talking about, you may not have the shape, the figure, but you have the carriage. When people see you, they can think what I want them to think, then you wear the dress. And I like humility. That's the biggest thing with me. You have to have a clean, open spirit. So if you come into my space, no matter how big you are and you're constantly frowning, you're rude to my staff, you cannot work with me. If you are nice and polite and you're not so good, I guess I can work with you.
How easy is it for you to get fabric?
Commerce is still ongoing. You can still ship stuff from anywhere in the world and still get it. It's not the same as what you were doing before. Now maybe you have to shop more online. If you're looking for unique stuff, okay, you know the countries of origin, you can go look for people online, find them, buy and ship. So I'm sending things abroad even during lockdown. I've sent things to the US during lockdown and it got there. So you're not going to say nothing is happening. I've sent stuff to Guinea. It went during complete lockdown.
I would advise anyone, any designer in Nigeria to always patronize made in Nigerian fabric. I always say we should push our industry, push it as much as possible, patronize ourselves. I am, for one, a forerunner of trying to patronize anything made in Nigeria. Yeah, and usually I target audiences that want to wear our thing.
People are still working. I mean, it's not the same for all of us, but it's good to have that positive mindset and believe it, have that can-do mindset, and that will totally elevate and change everything for you, keep you afloat. At least if your mind is right, everything will follow. So nothing is dead. We've just generally slowed down production and are trying to up marketing and then change our products. We've also created masks that we are marketing. We've also decided to do social, what is it called, giveaway stuff. So we've created 1,000 masks and we're producing more to give frontline officials, police, LASMA and all of that. So if we cannot make money, we can also share joy and cheer and it will come back to us somehow. So it's good to just keep moving. And I did that to keep my staff earning so I can pay them for what they produce instead of not having anything at all. So we will make it through. I mean, we're here. God knows why it happens to all of us that created at this time. He has given us the capacities and the capabilities to make it through. So we just have to dig deep and survive and thrive.
We just have to do something to make sure that we are up and running. Models and designers, we just need to keep pushing. And like you said, we need to really support our industry in Nigeria. The government has to actually really support us so that we can grow.
Right now, be more business-minded, think wise, think differently. So reach out to your customers, dig deep into your network, make actual connections so that you can actually collaborate and survive the pandemic.
Okay.